What would you do if the person you loved most was broken by the one they trusted most? My name is Emma, and that question burned in my chest when my sister-in-law, Lily, called me sobbing one stormy evening. Her voice trembled through the phone, each word a shard of glass. He said he'd divorce me, Emma, unless I obey him. Obey. The word hung heavy, a chain I could almost feel tightening around her. My brother, Mark, had changed, and I was about to learn how far he'd fallen and how far I'd go to protect the family we both cherished. Lily and Mark had been married for 5 years, their love once a beacon of hope for me. Growing up, Mark was my rock-me big brother who taught me how to ride a bike, who wiped my tears when I failed my first math test. He was kind, steady, the kind of man who'd give you his jacket in the rain. But something shifted after their 3rd year of marriage. His tech startup took off, and with success came a shadow need to control. Lily, vibrant and free-spirited, became quieter, her laughter rarer. I noticed, but I didn't press. I wish I had. That night, Lily's call shattered my illusions. She told me how Mark had demanded she quit her job as a graphic designer, a career she loved, to focus on being a proper wife. He wanted her to cook his meals, manage his schedule, and even choose her clothes to match his image of perfection. When she resisted, he'd thrown the ultimatum, obey or lose everything. I don't know who he is anymore, she whispered. I gripped the phone, my knuckles white, rage simmering beneath my heartache. This wasn't my brother. Or was it? I drove to their house through the pouring rain, my mind racing. Lily opened the door, her eyes red but her jaw set. She wasn't broken, not yet. We sat in their cozy living room, surrounded by photos of happier times beach trip, their wedding day. She told me how Mark's demands had escalated over months, how he'd belittle her in front of friends, how he'd check her phone. I love him, Emma, she said, her voice cracking. But I can't lose myself. I hugged her, promising I'd help. But how do you save someone from the person you both love? The next morning, I confronted Mark at his sleek office. He sat behind a glass desk, his suit pristine, his face a mask of calm. You're overreacting, he said when I brought up Lily's tears. She needs structure. I'm providing for her. His words were cold, calculated, as if Lily was an employee, not his partner. I leaned forward, my voice low but fierce. You're breaking her, Mark. And you're breaking us. For a moment, his eyes flickered guilt, maybe? But then he shrugged. She'll come around. Or she's out. I left his office trembling, not with fear, but with purpose. Lily deserved better, and I'd be damned if I let my brother destroy her. Back at their house, I helped Lily pack a bag. She was scared but resolute, her hands steady as she folded her favorite sweater. I'm not leaving him forever, she said. But I need space to remember who I am. I drove her to a friend's apartment, promising to stand by her. That night, I wrote Mark a letter, pouring out my anger and love. You're losing her, and you're losing me, I wrote. Fix this, or you'll be alone. Days passed, and Mark didn't call. Lily stayed with her friend, rebuilding her confidence. She started sketching again, her art a lifeline. I visited daily. Each smile she gave a small victory. Then, one evening, Mark showed up at my door. He looked disheveled, his eyes haunted. I didn't mean to hurt her, he said, voice raw. I was scared. The business, the pressure I thought control would keep everything together. I didn't let him off easy. You don't control people you love, I said. You support them. Mark began therapy, confronting the insecurities driving his need for control. It wasn't instant, but he worked to change. Lily, meanwhile, grew stronger, her art gaining attention online. When they finally met again, it was on equal ground. They talked for hours, tears and apologies mingling. They're still working on their marriage, but it's a partnership now, not a dictatorship. Looking back, I realize love isn't just about holding on, it's about fighting for what's right, even when it hurts. Lily found her voice, and I found mine. Mark's learning, slowly, what it means to love without chains. And me? I learned that family isn't just blood, it's the courage to stand up, to hit back, when someone you love is losing their way.